Welcome to Senior Care Insights on YouTube. We're so glad you're here with us today as we dive into some really important topics around the health and well-being of seniors.
It's great to be here.
Yeah, it's going to be a really fascinating deep dive today because we're tackling this idea of aging, but specifically the emotional and psychological side of it.
It's such a rich area to explore.
Right. And honestly, it's something that impacts everyone in different ways as we get older. So today is kind of like a conversation between two folks who spent a lot of time thinking about health and psychology in the context of aging.
Exactly. And we really want to break it down in a way that's useful and relatable. No lectures here, just a good chat about some big ideas.
Perfect.
Mm.
So we've got about a half hour to really dig into this stuff. Why don't we kick things off by talking about memory and legacy? I mean, as we get older, it's natural to think about how we'll be remembered, right?
Yeah,
What kind of mark we'll leave behind.
absolutely. That feeling of wanting to have made a difference, to have mattered in some way, it's something that comes up a lot, especially as the years go by.
And it could be a bit daunting too. Like, will people even remember me? What will they remember? That kind of thing.
It's understandable to feel that way. You pour so much of yourself into building a life, a career, a family, and then the thought pops up, what if all those efforts just fade away?
Right, like a drop in the ocean. But from our experience and working with so many people over the years, there's a really interesting idea that keeps emerging. It's not so much about having your name carved in stone somewhere for everyone to see.
It's deeper than that, isn't it? It's more about the ripple effect of your actions, especially those acts of kindness. Even if the specifics aren't remembered years down the line, that positive energy keeps moving outward.
I love that, a ripple effect. It's like, think about a time you helped someone out, maybe in a small way. Might have made their day a little brighter, and maybe they went on to do something kind for someone else. It just keeps spreading.
Exactly. And you might never even know the full extent of it. So maybe instead of striving for this big permanent recognition, the focus shifts to what you're doing right now.
Being present in the moment, making the most of each interaction.
Exactly. Because when you think about it, what truly forms a lasting legacy? Is it the fame, or is it the positive influence you've had on the people around you, the wisdom you've shared, the way you made them feel?
I see what you mean. It's like, maybe it's less about being remembered in some grand historical sense and more about the personal connections you make and how you impact those individual lives.
Right, it's like each leaf falling from a tree. They eventually decompose and are forgotten as individual leaves, but the tree itself keeps growing, keeps providing shade and bearing fruit. It's the collective impact that shapes it over time.
That's a beautiful way to put it. So maybe it's okay to let go of that need to be permanently etched in stone. Just like the tree doesn't cling to each leaf.
Exactly. You contribute to this bigger tapestry of life, even if the specific threads aren't always visible. Think of it like, the mentors or teachers who really influenced you. You might not remember every single thing they said or did, but they had a lasting impact on your life, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, they help shape who I am today.
There you go. It's like one little candle can light a whole bunch of others without losing any of its own flame. And that's kind of how our actions work. The kindness and love we share, they don't disappear. They become part of something bigger.
So it's really about letting go of that pressure to be remembered in a specific way and
Ah.
just focusing on being the best version of ourselves right now, letting our actions speak for themselves.
I think that's a great takeaway.
I agree. Okay, so let's shift gears a bit and talk about something that can be really personal as we age the relationship with our own body. As the years pass, things change, right? Our bodies don't always function quite the same way they used to.
Oh, yeah. It's a big one. We're used to our bodies operating in a certain way, and when we start noticing changes, it can feel like a bit of a betrayal.
Oh, totally. It's like you're waking up in a body that feels unfamiliar sometimes. Maybe movements are a little slower or things ache a bit more. It can be frustrating.
For sure. Especially because our body has been with us through thick and thin, It's carried us through every experience we've ever had. So it's natural to have some strong feelings when it starts to change.
Absolutely. But from what we've seen, there's a much healthier way to approach these changes. Instead of seeing it as our body letting us down, what if we tried to move towards a place of acceptance, even gratitude for everything it's done for us and continues to do?
I love that shift in perspective because you're right. Our bodies have been through a lot with us. Every joy, every struggle, every single moment, they've healed from injuries, adapted to new situations, and always worked hard to keep us going.
Right. It's like, instead of getting caught up in what our bodies can't do anymore, we can focus on what they still can do.
Exactly. Maybe you can't run a marathon anymore, but you can still enjoy a leisurely walk in the park. Or maybe you can't lift heavy weights, but you can still use your hands to paint, to garden, cook a delicious meal. There's still so much purpose and value there.
Totally. And it really underscores the importance of listening to our bodies, doesn't it? Giving them the rest they need, nourishing them with good food, moving in ways that feel good, and just being patient with the changes.
It's like instead of pushing our bodies to their limits or getting frustrated when they need a break, we can start treating them more like a trusted friend.
Yeah, like a partner in this journey.
Right. And that's a powerful shift because then instead of seeing aging as this decline or a failure, it becomes more of an evolution.
And we get to choose how we respond to that evolution.
Yeah.
So, for all of you listening, the key here is to try and change that internal dialogue. Befriend your body, acknowledge all that it's done for you, and treat it with kindness and patience as it changes.
Because a changing body doesn't mean a diminishing spirit, you know?
Absolutely. And, think about the people you know who've aged really gracefully. What makes them so inspiring? Is it about clinging to a youthful appearance? Or is it about the wisdom, the kindness, the peace they radiate?
There's a depth there that comes from accepting the journey, I think.
Totally. Okay, let's talk about another aspect of aging that can be really tough, the shifts in relationships. As we get older, things change, people move, life circumstances evolve,
Yeah.
and sometimes we might find ourselves with less contact with friends or even family.
Yeah, that's a reality for many of us. And it can be really difficult because it's easy to take it personally, you know? Like, did I do something wrong? Have I become less important to these people? It can really sting.
Oh, I feel that. It's like you're questioning your own worth sometimes. But here's something we've learned over the years. It might be more helpful to view these changes as a natural part of life's flow, like the changing seasons.
I like that analogy because it's true. Some relationships are like spring flowers. They bloom brightly for a while and then naturally fade.
And it doesn't mean they weren't beautiful and meaningful, right?
Exactly. And other relationships are more like those sturdy oak trees. They weather storms and stand the test of time.
I love that. So maybe instead of clinging to those relationships that are naturally changing, we can put more energy into the ones that are still strong and nurturing and be open to new connections as well.
Right. It's like instead of focusing on who's missing from the picture, you zoom in on the beauty of the relationships that are still vibrant and flourishing.
And let's be real, life is full of surprises, and new friendships can pop up in the most unexpected places. So maybe it's about staying open to those possibilities.
Totally. Because sometimes holding on too tightly to the past can prevent us from seeing the wonderful connections that are waiting to be made. Like maybe there's a new neighbor you haven't met yet, or someone at that community class you've been wanting to try.
I love that. It's about embracing the present while still cherishing the memories of those past connections. Because even if someone isn't physically present in our lives anymore, the love we shared and the impact they had on us, those things stay with us.
They become part of who we are.
Exactly. Okay, let's tackle something that I think a lot of people struggle with, especially in a society that's so focused on youth. How our view of ourselves physically might change as we get older.
Oh, yeah, this is a big one. There's so much pressure, especially on women, to look a certain way, to fight the natural signs of aging. And honestly, it can be really hard when you start to see those wrinkles and gray hairs popping up.
Right. It's like suddenly you're bombarded with anti-aging creams and treatments and messages that make you feel like you need to hide these natural changes. But what we found is that there's a much more empowering way to look at it. What if, instead of seeing these changes as flaws, we started to see them as badges of honor, as marks of a life well lived?
Yes, like those wrinkles tell a story. They represent laughter lines, maybe a few worries, the experiences that have shaped who you are. Think about it like a beautiful old tree. Its bark might be rough and weathered, but it's a testament to its resilience, its ability to withstand storms and keep growing.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like we can either fight against the natural flow of time or we can embrace it and celebrate the wisdom and strength that come with age.
Right. Because real beauty, the kind that truly radiates, isn't just skin deep. It comes from the inside. It's the confidence that comes with self-knowledge, the compassion you've developed, the strength you've gained from overcoming challenges.
And, think about the people you admire, the ones who really shine. It's not always about their physical appearance, is it? It's about their energy, their kindness, their spirit. Those things only get more beautiful with time.
They do. So instead of trying to erase those lines and cover up the gray, what if we started wearing them with pride?
Love it. Like you earn those wrinkles, you earn those silver strands.
Yeah.
They reflect a life that's been lived, a journey that's been taken.
Exactly. And that's something to be proud of. So for you, the key might be to redefine how you think about beauty. It's not about chasing after a youthful ideal. It's about embracing the unique beauty that comes with every stage of life.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's important to talk about something that becomes more and more present as we age, the experience of loss. Losing loved ones is a part of life, and it can become a more frequent occurrence as we get older. It can be really, really tough.
It's definitely one of the most challenging aspects of aging. And it's okay to acknowledge that grief is painful. It's okay to allow yourself to feel those feelings fully.
It's like there's no right way to grieve,
Mhm.
and there's no timeline for healing. But here's something that we found incredibly comforting over the years. The love we share with those who've passed away, it doesn't disappear with them.
I agree. It's like their physical presence might be gone. The love, the memories, the lessons they taught us, those things stay with us. They become a part of who we are.
It's like a legacy of love. And, every time we share their stories, every time we remember them, it's like keeping their spirit alive in a way.
It's like keeping their light shining. And instead of focusing on the emptiness of their absence, we can focus on the richness of the love we shared.
Because, the depth of our grief, it really reflects the depth of our love. And that love itself is enduring. It transcends physical boundaries.
Exactly. It's like even though they're gone, the love we experienced, it's a part of our life story. It shaped us, it made us who we are, and it continues to do so.
So if you're going through a loss, remember that you're not alone. And while the pain is very real, so is the love. It continues to exist in your heart and your memories in the ways you were touched by that person's life.
And that's a powerful thing to hold on to.
It really is. So as we wrap things up today, we've touched on some really big, really important themes that come with aging. We talked about the ripple effect of kindness and how our actions create a legacy that extends beyond our own lifetime. We explore the importance of changing our relationship with our bodies, moving towards acceptance and gratitude.
We also talked about the natural evolution of relationships and how cherishing the connections we have and being open to new ones can bring so much richness to our lives.
And we touched on the beauty that comes with age and how redefining our understanding of beauty can be so empowering. And finally, we acknowledged the pain of loss, but also the enduring nature of love.
It's been such a rich conversation, and I hope it's given you some new ways to think about this journey of aging.
We hope so too. And remember, aging is a natural part of life. It's something to be embraced, not feared.
And there's so much beauty and wisdom to be found in this chapter of our lives.
We would love to hear your thoughts. If this conversation resonated with you, please give this video a like, share it with anyone you think might benefit, and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your experiences and insights.
And to stay connected and explore more topics around senior health and well-being, be sure to subscribe to the Senior Care Insights channel.
Thanks for being here with us today, and we'll see you in our next deep dive.
Take care, everyone.